It's been said that more than 16.2 million grown-ups in the assembled states had something like one noteworthy depressive scene in 2016. While melancholy can influence a man mentally, it likewise can possibly influence physical structures in the cerebrum. These physical changes run from aggravation and oxygen confinement to genuine contracting. To put it plainly, gloom can affect the focal control focus of your sensory system. For those keen on adapting more about how dejection can influence the physical mind, and approaches to possibly stay away from these progressions, we've laid it full scale for you. Cerebrum shrinkage. The most recent research demonstrates that the span of particular mind districts can diminish in individuals who encounter sorrow. Scientists keep on discussing which areas of the mind can recoil because of dejection and by how much. Be that as it may, current examinations have demonstrated that the accompanying parts of the cerebrum can be influenced. Hippocampus, thalamus, amygdala, frontal, prefrontal cortices. The sum these zones contract is connected to the seriousness and length the depressive scene keeps going. In the hippocampus, for instance, observable changes can happen somewhere in the range of 8 months to a year amid a solitary episode of gloom or different, shorter scenes. All things considered, when a segment of the mind recoils, so do the capacities related with that specific segment. For example, the prefrontal cortex and amygdala cooperate to control passionate reactions and the acknowledgement of enthusiastic prompts in other individuals. This can conceivably add to a decrease in compassion in people who have post-pregnancy anxiety (PPD). Cerebrum irritation. There are likewise new connections being made among irritation and sorrow. It's as yet not clear, in any case, regardless of whether aggravation causes gloom or the other way around. However, cerebrum aggravation amid dejection is connected to the measure of time a man has been discouraged. One late examination demonstrated that individuals discouraged for over 10 years indicated 30% more irritation contrasted with individuals discouraged for less time. Accordingly, huge mind irritation will probably be important in tenacious depressive issue. Since mind irritation can make the cells of the cerebrum kick the bucket, this can prompt various confusions, including shrinkage, talked about above, diminished capacity of synapses, diminished capacity of the cerebrum to change as the individual ages, neuroplasticity. Together these can prompt dysfunctions in mental health, learning, memory, disposition, oxygen confinement. Dejection has been connected to lessened oxygen in the body. These progressions might be because of changes in breathing caused by sorrow, however, which starts things out and causes alternate stays obscure. A cell factor delivered because of the cerebrum not getting enough oxygen, hypoxia, is lifted in particular resistant cells found in individuals with real depressive issue and bipolar issue. By and large, the mind is exceedingly delicate to decreases in oxygen, which can prompt aggravation, mind cell damage, cerebrum cell demise. As we've scholarly, aggravation and cell demise can prompt a large group of side effects related with improvement, learning, memory, and disposition. Indeed, even here and now hypoxia can prompt perplexity, much like what's seen with high-elevation explorers. Yet, hyperbolic oxygen chamber medications, which increment oxygen course, have been appeared to alleviate manifestations of despondency in people. Auxiliary and connective changes. The impacts of wretchedness on the cerebrum additionally can result in basic and connective changes. These include diminished usefulness of the hippocampus. This can result in memory hindrance. Diminished usefulness of the prefrontal cortex. This can bring about keeping the individual from completing things, official capacity, and influence their consideration. Decreased usefulness of the amygdala. This can specifically influence mindset and passionate direction. Changes normally take at least 8 months to create. The potential for continuing brokenness in memory, official capacity, consideration, mindset, and enthusiastic direction does exist after episodes of longer enduring dejection. Suicide anticipation. In the event that you think somebody is at impending danger of self-mischief or harming someone else, call 911 or your neighborhood crisis number. Stay with the individual until the point when help arrives. Remove any firearms, blades, drugs, or different things that may cause hurt. Listen, however, don't pass judgment, contend, debilitate, or holler. On the off chance that you or somebody you know is thinking about suicide, get assistance from an emergency or suicide counteractive action hotline. Attempt the National Suicide Counteractive Action Lifesaver at 800-273-8255. How might I help keep these progressions While there are various approaches to treat manifestations of sadness, these means can possibly likewise forestall or limit the progressions recorded previously. A couple of precedents include requesting help. It's critical to all request help. Shockingly, the shame around psychological instabilities is a noteworthy hindrance to individuals getting help, particularly among men. When we comprehend that despondency is a physical malady, as we've appeared above, it can enable society to move far from these marks of shame. In the event that you have melancholy, recollect that it's not your blame and you're not the only one. Intellectual and gathering treatment, particularly those joining pressure mitigating care strategies, can be an incredible asset for discovering support and conquering these marks of shame. They've even been appeared to help treat the manifestations of despondency. Taking antidepressants. In case you're right now encountering a depressive scene, antidepressants may help keep the physical changes that can happen. They can be viable guides in dealing with these physical impacts, and also the side effects of discouragement. A mix of psychotherapy and antidepressants can be amazingly successful in both battling the physical changes and helping you adapt to your side effects. Decreasing your pressure. In case you're not as of now discouraged, the most ideal approach to keep these cerebrum changes is to keep the beginning of a depressive scene. There's significant proof connecting mental worry to the commencement of depressive scenes in numerous types of sorrow. Basically, soliciting somebody to diminish the sum from worry in their life can appear to be outlandish or overwhelming, yet there are in reality some straightforward and dupes that you can make to help lessen your pressure.